What's poppin', guys? You got your coach of the Gym Chargers for our week 3 team analysis for the GBA. Gonna be taking on Coach Z this week of the Columbus Chew. Should be a pretty fun match. He has a team of Excadrill, Manaphy, Clefable, Porygon 2, Sneasel, Mienshao, Celebi, Weezing, Mega Ampharos, Pharaoh, and a Blaziken. List should appear to your right momentarily. His Z-Mons, of course, being Manaphy and Pharaoh, so pretty threatening Mons, I'd say, for at least Manaphy. And Z-Rain Dance is an option for him, as well as Tail Glow with 3 attacks and like a Z move. But thinking about it, like, I don't know if he'll bring it or not, just because I do have Koko Raichu as well as some bulky water, so he may not even decide to bring it. I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Coach Z, you don't even know. You don't really know. But I definitely know for a fact he's bringing Excadrill because he'd want a way to deal with Koko and my electric types. Drill is a great Pokemon that can do just that, and I mean, it's also his potential rocker and spinner. Could even be both, or also maybe a Scarf set that could come out this week. And I think Clefable might also come out as well because he may want something to check, I guess, Kyurem, and also like Moonblast is pretty good, like fairy types and stuff, pretty solid. Another backup rocker, or just another option for him to Stealth Rock with Clefable. He has he has 3 potential Pokemon for Stealth Rocks: Drill, Clefable, and Celebi. And 2 potential mons for Hazard Control being Excadrill and Blaziken, I think. Maybe Pharaoh gets Defog, but like, I don't know. I don't know if you'd want to bring a Defog Pharaoh. Blaziken probably makes more sense, but I don't think he'll bring it this match. He has potential momentum with Mega Ampharos Volt Turn with Mienshao or Celebi. So there's another way he can sort of, pivot around my team a little bit, so we got to be careful of that. Sneasel is another Pokemon that I'm a little bit watching out for because knockoff plus Icicle Crash, and just that Dark Ice Stab is just really nice overall versus a lot of teams. And yeah, he has some fat Pokemon as well. Let's not forget about that. He's got nice fat Porygon 2 that we definitely have to try to wall break if he decides to bring it, which I think he will. I think he'll bring Drill for for 100% fact. He'll bring Clefable, maybe Porygon 2, Sneasel. I would see him bringing Mega Ampharos because he'd want to abuse the electric terrain and have a check to my Mega Pinsir, so I can see him bringing that. And then maybe what else, like Mienshao maybe for U-turn, or Celebi. He'll bring one of his U-turners for my Hoopa Unbound or something, because he'll want to prep for that. But in any case, let's just hop right into my team here that I got, or our team I should say. We have a set that I wanted to try out for this week, and then I've been pretty anxious to try out. It's a really fun Hoopa Unbound set that I made here. Sub 3 attacks with Life Orb, max attack, Adamant Nature, right? So we got Gunk Shot, which versus 252 HP and defense Clefable, Bold Nature is going to Oko it completely. So this thing is going to be hitting extremely hard. Hyperspace Fury is just a nice move overall to hit neutral type Pokemon. Just like it's going to 2-hit KO like bulky Ampharos and things like that, bulky Mega Ampharos. So you already know how powerful that is. Drain Punch with Sub, right? So with the HP investment, we are actually taking less than 25% from a Porygon 2's Tri Attack if it's not download boosted. So we can sub up and we can actually Drain Punch and get do 50% to it. So that's actually really useful to wall break things like Porygon, and having sub also allows us to potentially avoid getting Pursuit Trap by Sneasel. If he decides to hard switch into it on predicting Hyperspace Fury, we can sub and then Drain Punch and get back all our health. Like, we're losing health with Life Orb, but we're also gaining it back with Drain Punch. So this is a really nice set versus him, and I'm hoping that it puts in a lot of work in this game. And I paired it off with a Mega Pinsir, and I felt like those two Pokemon are those two offensive Pokemon are gonna pressure Coach Z so much and put in so much work. We don't really need much speed on Hoopa just because it's mainly for a wall breaker, and a lot of his walls are slower than us anyways. So it's just a pretty bulky sub 3 attack set, and we also have, like I said, Mega Pinsir, which is much faster. It's going to be outrunning his Manaphy and his Celebi base 100s. It's going to be outrunning that. And we have Moxie Nature, of course. If we knock out something, we can get a boost potentially. This is just a Pokemon that doesn't even really need to set up. It can pretty easily on something like Clefable or, what else? I guess maybe his, Clefable, and it could probably set up on Porygon or Mienshao if it's locked into something. And the way that I have this set up is basically I have close combat so that we can deal a lot of damage to Porygon 2 and neutral damage to Ampharos as well. And like the thing with that is I don't have to Mega in order to have a really strong attack versus something like Sneasel. If I had Earthquake, you know, like I would probably not be able to OHKO it in regular form, so I'm not forced to Mega always. And sometimes that's a good thing, so I'm hoping that this set can put it in work. I think it can. Mega Pins is just so great versus a lot of the teams that I've seen so far, so I definitely think that this set will put in work. Alongside a Hoopa Unbound, just both of those with offensive pressure, gonna be really nice in revenge, you know, knocking out like Manaphy, Celebi, things like that, and just outrunning things. So next we got an Empoleon, and of course, you already know I have to do it to the analyst again. Bringing it back, nice Stealth Rocks Defog, doing the best of what it does. Bringing the best of Empoleon out today. And we also have just a basic set with Scald, Roar, Defog, Stealth Rock, Shuck a Berry, so that we can potentially live a hit from Drill if it gets out of hand, and try to like lure it in, bait it to go for Earthquake, and then like Scald it or something. So just a nice set with like a bunch of EVs I threw in a lot of different places, mainly Spadef though, in order for us to tank hits better from Manaphy. And we have Roar so that we can roar out like Tailball Manaphy, for instance. And it's just nice. Defog rocks, nothing to explain here that you don't already know. So the fourth Pokemon we got is going to be Tapu Koko, and I'm bringing a sort of bulkier, it's like a very offensive, a bulky sort of taunt roost set, so it can shut down his potential baton pass if he wants to do something with that. He has an option for that as well, because he of course has his Clefable, which is a nice recipient to something like a Celebi setup, baton pass into that, or what else? He has Celebi for that. Mancha can also baton pass as well. I don't know. That's another option, but I do have like taunt also that can shut down Stealth Rocks potentially. This is going to mainly be my lead in many of the matchups, or in many scenarios. I'll lead with this thing. I'll taunt something like a Clefable that may set up rocks, or maybe just go like straight for a U-turn on a Celebi. So that should be pretty fun. We have a lot of attack investments, so that U-turn is going to be doing a huge hefty amount of damage. Electrium Z Wild Charge will be able to break through things like Manaphy, like Porygon 2 can do. It can do a lot to Porygon 2. Probably not OHKO it, but like I can taunt it right after I use it if it doesn't go for recover on that same turn. And it shuts down a lot of things that want to heal and do things that are not attacks. So it's pretty useful in that sense. I have enough speed in order to outrun Manaphy. Didn't really feel like going the extra mile to outrun Mienshao and Sneasel. Figured I could just rely on bulk, and I have some other walls I can deal with them anyway, so should be fine. We have here an Amoonguss, which is our next Pokemon, and we have Rocky Helmet. So this is a very bulky set, just a nice mixed defense sort of set here with Giga Drain, Clear Smog. Clear Smog is there in order for no setup Pokemon like Clefable. This is a really great Clefable switch in and answer to it. With Clear Smog, it cannot set up at all. Giga Drain is just nice for stab move. Toxic Synthesis is what I have on this set now, because I want to be able to break through walls like Porygon 2, and it can chip away at Mega Ampharos as well if he's not a rest set, and of course he's not going to be able to do that when there's electric terrain on the field. So Toxic goes really well with that in mind, that they can't cure status with rest when there's electric terrain. So it's just nice to have a Pokemon that can just click Toxic, and it's going to be useful to break down, like I said, his walls. And finally, last Pokemon I got here is going to be Gligar, and of course I'm nicknaming it Baby Chimp. You already know. Return of Baby Chimp once again. We got Gligar, and this is just a 3 attacks roost set, just a utility sort of Pokemon that can pivot in and pivot out with a U-turn. Immunity is nice now because it can work with Defog and things like that, but I'm not even running Defog, but it's cool. And it's also like it takes hits extremely well. I have a bit of defense here in order to deal with Excadrill. If it gets out of hand, if he runs like SD Drill, I can still deal with that pretty well, while also taking all of Mega Ampharos' attacks except for like HP Ice, which will do a lot of damage. But we are faster than it, so Earthquake, it does like probably like a 2 or 3 hit KO or something, but it's gonna do a good amount of damage. Knockoff is great to get rid of items like Eviolite, for instance, on Porygon, or things like that. Just getting rid of items is useful. U-turn, like I said, for momentum, getting us safely into Hoopa or Pinsir, or even Koko for that matter, just going back and forth, U-turning. I think Gligar is really essential because it really stops him from having that sort of Volturn momentum like I talked about in the beginning of this video. He has momentum with Mega Ampharos and Celebi and Mienshao, and with Rocky Helmet, we deter the U-turners. With Gligar, we stop the Volt Switchers. And that's just like really how the best way to just stop Volturn is just put a Rocky Helmet on something. And that's pretty much what you can do to stop U-turners. And Volt Switch of me, just keep a ground type. So yeah, this set here is just nice for utility, I guess. I didn't really want to split them up. Like, Empoleon is so good having Defog and Rocks on the same set, even though it like limits it a lot. It's so good at doing what it does. I didn't find a point of putting like Defog on Empoleon and then Rocks on Gligar, or Defog on Gligar and Rocks on Empoleon. Figure that it'd be just nice putting it on both putting it on just one Pokemon like Empoleon, because Empoleon's like, it's the kind of Pokemon that can click Defog and then it can just set up Rocks immediately. So that's kind of what I'm gonna go ahead and do in this match, and see if we can keep Rocks on Coach Z's side of the field. So that's gonna be the team. Hopefully, we can pull off a W here. And I think we have some pretty good prep overall. Like I said, like I'm thinking he'll bring Drill, maybe Manaphy, maybe not. But like I said, anything can happen with Coach Z. Clefable will probably come. Porygon, Sneasel will definitely come. Celebi and Mega Ampharos. I think Mega Ampharos is coming 100%. So that's why I'm prepared with Gligar. Like I know it's coming 100%, and that's gonna be the team. So I feel pretty confident about this week. Hopefully we can win this game. Match is going to be going up tomorrow, 24 hours from this video at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure y'all are there to check that out. And let's see if we can get another W. Let's see if we can go 3-0 and see how far we can get before copping an L. Either way, I mean, I'm pretty confident about playoffs this season, and I'm hoping that we can get as many wins as possible. Try to break our record from last season, which was, I think last season we got 10-2. Season 6 we got 9-3. So let's see if we can go 11-1 if possible. This is definitely a much tougher season overall, I'd say, in terms of the new people in the league and just, I guess, how it is right now. Yeah, but that's gonna be it from me. I will see you guys on the battle going up tomorrow. Also, I will, I think people have asked, like, if I nickname my Pokemon, because I don't in the team builder. All my Pokemon are nicknamed in the Wi-Fi battle, so never fear. Hope you all enjoyed. I will see you guys on the battle tomorrow. Peace.